So I'm sharing my screen. Is my screen visible?
Yes, it is visible.
Okay. So today we are going to create the ServiceNow instance who are all very new to ServiceNow. This is not a very hardcore software to get it from somewhere. So it's just a tool. We can directly get it in the Google itself. So what we need to do, we just need to go for this website, developer.servicenow.com. So once you type developer.servicenow, you can see this first link, ServiceNow Developers Home. So click on this. Once you click on that, in this page you can see sign in and sign up and start building. So if you already have the account for this ServiceNow tool, you can just need to go with sign in. So this one we are just creating right now, right? So I am going to click on this sign up and start building. So these details will have to fill as like normal creating a Gmail account only. Country, which country you are from, you need to select that. Create the password. I'm not a robot. Crosswalks. So as you create it, it says like a verification email has been sent to the email address, whichever you have given there. So we'll have to verify the email. It takes few seconds. So it will say, hello, your first name, whatever you have given in that creating email account, the first name. Receiving this email, so we can confirm this email address is ServiceNow ID. Once you click on that, it says it has been verified. You will be redirecting to the instance page. And now here for the first login, it will ask these questions. So do you code? If you are creating this particular developer.servicenow.com is for practicing purpose for developer oriented, then you need to click on this. I need a developer oriented ID. If not, you just created the account only for guidance purpose to get the documents related things, then this one. But here we need it for developer oriented. So I click yes. So what best describes your job responsibilities? They are going to ask to provide the roles based on this. So since we are going for developer, it's better to select all the options. So all other options will give us the like extra roles. So only these two questions. And now, as I said yesterday, we will be having instance versions, right? So here request instance. we'll have to instance which version of washing instance you needed to log in. Here, last three versions will be show up. Current version name is Washington DC. Before to that Vancouver. Before to that Utah. So currently it is running on Washington DC. So I will go with this one only. So request instance. So I requested Washington DC version of instance. After clicking that, it says setting up instance. So for the first time, this instance is going to be created for you. And once the instance is created, it will give us the username and password. So don't be confused. Whatever the main email ID which you have used, email and password, that is um, used for login purpose. And whatever the details here, username, password, this particular instance is going to give, that is also for login only. But if you do not use this particular instance for 10 days, then the particular instance whichever created with the credentials, whichever is going to get now after this page, I mean after the instance is set up, whatever the details you get, if that details will be valid for 10 days. If you do not log in within 10 days to this particular instance, those credentials will be inactive. Again, you need to create the new credentials. But the thing is, the email ID whichever you created here as an account, that is still active. So you just need to click on, you just need to log into that email ID and log into this page, instance page. But you will, if you are practicing something, if you are practicing scripting and all, if you do not log in for 10 days, then the whatever the data you saved there in that particular instance, that will be gone. Again, it will give you new instance. So I suggest to log in every day or every 2 days once, or at least twice in once or twice in a week. That login is a better option. So for the first time, it is loading for most of the time. So once it is set up, we can go to instance. Okay, it is taking time there, but once the setup is done, it looks like this. Yes. So here you can see start building, right? So just need to click on that. So this is the URL you will be getting for this particular PDI. So if you can see, I am using this PDI. PDI means personal developer instance. So with the credentials, whichever I logged in, I am getting dev187695. But I had logged in with other details for other accounts. So dev210200. So this is other account. So for each and every credentials, new account, new URL will be created. So if you do not log in for 10 days, then this particular URL will be given to someone else, not for us, not for you. So whatever the details you have saved in this particular URL, all the details will be erased and freely, like a freshly set up URL for this particular instance will be given to someone. So What else we need to see here? If you go to this profile page, my instance, here you can see a release is Washington version. User role given as admin. Admin, this particular role will be having complete access. So we can do anything with the admin role. So it is giving to us in the particular PDI. But admin role is not given to everyone in the real time.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
Uh, just have one question. Like, why admin? When you log in at first, you selected all the options. So why it's not showing developer? Why only admin?
Why only admin? Admin will have the all the accesses instead of developer. So here as you select this oriented as developer oriented, and you select all the developer related actions also and admin also, right? So admin will be like a configuration things, everything will be done by only admins, not the developers. So here it is a personal instance. Most of the times we are practicing things for configuration and all. If it is working in PDA, then in real time we are going to configure the things. So here it will give for admin as well as developer role will also be there. Here for the instance, the main role is the admin. So it shows here. But we have developer roles inside the instance. See, for developer, creating or deleting most of the time, most of the requests, create option will be there, but delete option won't be there for developers. But admins will have delete options as well. So all the access, whatever that we need to do in the instance, we can use only through admin only.
Okay.
And here also it shows activity instance with no activity for over 10 days will be claimed back into the pool. So this is what I have explained before. And this is the generic data. It's not required, but if you are going to try as a fresher, you just need to have a look on this one also. It's just a self-explained. So here you ask no user role shows admin. If you wanted to change the user roles here, you can go with the change user role. So if you wanted to refresh the instance, come to this upgrade instance. If you wanted to upgrade to further versions, you can go to this. And if you forgot your password, then manage instance password. The managing things, profile things will be seen here. And now this is what the instance page is. So currently this version of this Washington version is in UI 16. So usually user interface, UI means user interface. So this ServiceNow instance, when ServiceNow started in earlier days, they have used UI 15. From 2013, I guess, they have shifted to UI 16. And now in the within UI 16 itself, they are in next experience AI. So they are also with the AI. So they are into next experience AI now. And this is the page how next experience looks. So before going to that, I will have to show all the settings and all. So for that, system properties. Not this one. This underscore properties dot list. Yeah. So whatever I searched here, that is the table name of properties. We will see what is table and all in coming classes. But I wanted to see one thing here. Polaris. Okay, here I said it is next experience. The view, whatever we are seeing here, this is next experience view. But for the settings, whichever we need to make, that is uh, actually the thing is the settings is all already predefined in the instance, but I will have to show that how the settings were there. So to show that, I am just going to disable this next experience one. So here it shows Polaris experience this value, this property. Here it shows true. I am just going to make it as false. If you see here, the way looks like here, if you click on all, then only these details will come up. But if I refresh now, the view will be different. See here, now the view is different. Before the version is different, before the view will be different, even though that is also Washington DC and that is also UI 16, but with UI 16 with next experience view, and this is just with UI 16. So I came to this page to show some details. Uh, this particular top banner, this frame, this will be called as banner frame. But this particular instance is divided into three frames. This is called as banner frame, and this left side is called as left navigator or filter navigator. Inside this filter navigator, all the applications or all the modules will be stored. Like if you wanted to search anything, any module, if you search for incident, incident related details will show up and inside this modules information, and this will be called as content frame. Content frame in the sense whatever the details you search here, suppose incident create new, if I clicked on this, so the page will open here, this side. You can see here, right? So this is filter navigator. This is a result of this clicking, or this you can call it as a content frame, and the top banner is called banner frame. And here they mention ServiceNow homepage, and this is the system administrator. By default, we logged in as a system administrator as we have admin role, and these are all the details. So I will explain each and everything of this one, why we are, how to make the changes. To make any changes, we need to search under system properties. We have basic configuration UI 16. To make the changes of these things, we have these options. So you can think of why basic configuration and basic configuration UI 16. Both the works are same. Like this is also system property changes and this one also property changes. But here in basic configuration, it will show up UI 16, sorry, UI 15. And this particular basic configuration UI 16 will show up the modifications for UI 16 page. And this will be for UI 15 page. So we no longer using UI 15. But still ServiceNow is giving an option to check the UI 15 page. So here under system properties, you can see page header caption service management. So this is the header caption. Header caption, it says service management. Here if you need to make any changes, we can make that. If you wanted to maybe learning center. Instead of service management, since I update as learning center, it will come up there. Yes, Sakshi, any doubts? Okay.
No, Prabha.
Okay. And browser tab title, it shows service now. Browser tab title means this one. So here, as of now, I try to create the incident. So here it says create incident number. But when at the home page, see here, this is the home page. As soon as we log in here, it says service now, right? So you need to define that one also here. Browser tab title. So as of now, it is service now. If you need to change that, you can change that one. Like what we can enter. Maybe for this one, I will enter learning. And system time zone for all users unless overriding the user's record. Here you will have to enter the system time zone. First thing first, this we don't in real time, we don't need to touch this page at all. System configuration. I'm just explaining this because you will have to know the basic things first. So here these things is already defined in the system real time. So if you are going for any newly startup company, that time if you are the first developer in the company, then you will have to configure these things. But if you are going with some experience, then there will be some developers already, and the instance creation, these configuration things are already made. We don't need to touch at all. And whatever the changes you made here, that will be applicable for all the users in the company, whoever using that particular instance. So you might feel you are just changing this in your system, but you have a system administrator role. As a system admin, if you are changing these things, that will applicable for everyone. So that's not the correct thing. So please do not try this one in real time, but you need to try this one in your PDI for practice purpose. And here you need to select the time zone. So by default, system gives America Los Angeles time. You can make time zones changes, and in real time they will select based on the client location. If it is like a US related client, they will select this America Los Angeles. If it is any Europe related, they will select a Europe time zone. Even client related to India, then they'll select India time zone, like that. Banner image for UI 16. This is the banner image. Here you can see service now, right? This one. Here it shows service now. That is an image. Maybe I will select something else. Hmm. So I selected something image. Now that image will update there. So date format. Most of the time date format will be year, month, date only. And time format 24 hours. And if client requested to make the changes on this, that time only we need to change in real time. And header background color, banner text color, this one, this background color, this text color, those information, if you wanted to change, you can change. Here the color information will be there. You can randomly select anything for testing and see. So like that. These are all just configuration things. And if I save it, refresh the browser to activate Spider. You can see now, right? The browser page is showing learning. I have entered browser tab title learning, and I have updated this image, so it is coming up here. On learning center, I have updated the home page page header caption as learning center, so it is coming up like this. And the colors, I have made the changes, so it is coming up like this. So this is about basic configuration for the top banner frame, what we can, how we can do. And I'm telling you again, we should not make the changes on this basic configuration in real time. So this is about this particular thing. And here you can see system administrator profile. So here whoever the person is logged in, those person name will be show up. So if you have a particular instance in real time with your name like Hasim or Sakshi or your whatever the name, so that time your particular name will be showing up here instead of system administrator. So if you open this profile, so first name it shows system, last name administrator, so title system administrator. So this is a user profile here they made. So these are all. If you wanted to change the password or reset the password for this particular user profile, we can go with this. But we don't touch those things in real time. So that is about profile. After that, you can see impersonate user. So impersonate user means, so as an admin, we, as I said, we have complete access to every user details. So we can usually in companies like if you have any issues, administrator will they will ask you to contact user administrator if your system locked or something. So what the user admin can do, they won't come to you or to see the system, but they can still resolve the system issues. How? They will log in as uh, like a user, and they can do that. So impersonate user, what will happen, so it is a replicate to other person profile. If I click on this impersonate user and select the person whoever I wanted to see the details, that time, see here, able tutor name is there. If I select that able tutor, so here you can see I am into able tutor instance now. Whatever the details he has, his instance has, I can see every detail of him. So once you, if you can see, so this learning center, these things I have made it in my instance like as a system administrator. So it is applicable to able tutor also, because whatever the details I made here in basic configuration, that is applicable for everyone I said, right? So like that. And if you wanted to get in, see any information, if you wanted to see how Abel Tutor is working, that time you can go to impersonate user profile, and they can look into that. Once you are complete, then click on impersonation, then you will come back to system administrator. In this way, you don't need to go to the person and see the instance and see how they are working, but you can still see this. So this will be applicable only for system administrators and ITIL role. The role thing we will discuss later. Only for those that impersonate user option will be showing up. And elevate roles, this will be some accessing related things, security related things. This will be explained when ACL concept will be there. And logout, this is like normal logout. And the sorry, this search bar. So this search bar is called as global search. You can see here global search. So global search means this search bar is not applicable to only this particular page, but this is applicable to the entire instance. So if, suppose if you wanted to know some information about any incident number, you just got the incident number, but you don't know how to open that particular incident record. So usually you can go to incident table here, incident dot list. So you will go to this and get the incident number. You'll have to search it here to filter out. But if you don't know how to do those things, no worries, you can just simply come to global search. You can search it here also, so the record will show up. Not only for this particular things, if you wanted to search any catalog, product information also, like knowledge articles, you don't know what is knowledge articles means, you can type here in this also, whatever the knowledge articles related things is there. So in task, there is for incident task, there is no option called knowledge articles. So it is showing like that. It will look for all the tables, all the informations. So knowledge and catalog articles, there are six articles with the keyword of knowledge articles. So it will show up this. So what I'm about to say, it is not looking into the particular page. The keyword which you enter here in global search, the keyword will be looking into the entire system. It will show up the entire results wherever the keyword is included. So that is the use of global search. Here you can see one filter. This is also search, but this particular search is limited to this left side modules. So whatever the modules is there, you can search only those modules here, not entire system things. That is about global search. Here, this is a connect sidebar. This is like chat. So click the plus button to connect with co-workers and get your work done. So this is like normal Google chat. Here within the instance, you can chat with the users. So if you click on plus symbol, maybe I will add Abel tutor. I will enter hello Abel. So here in sidebar, you can see this. Currently, Abel tutor is not online and he didn't respond. I will log in as Abel tutor now. If you can see here, see here, this one notification, like one mark is coming up. If you click on the system administrator has pinged him as hello Abel. So this green symbol shows he is online now. I respond. If Abel tutor responds, that notification will show up here. This sidebar discussions. So hi. So this is sidebar discussions. You can connect with them in the ServiceNow instance itself. Usually in real time, we can use this one, or you will be having some Teams ID, so you can connect with the users through Teams. But here, yeah, this is the one ServiceNow as providing to us. And here, the same way, with the new UI experience, next UI experience, that module, the notification symbol will also be there. And here without the next experience UI, it shows only this chat symbol. And this question mark is for help, user guide, search documentation. So if you wanted to get any product information, you need to search, you can go to this symbol and search for documentation. This will redirect you to docs.servicenow.com URL. So this is the page where all the documents of the details will be stored. So if you need to if you need to search how to create an incident or whatever the data you wanted to search, you can search in here, product documentation. That is about search. And this gear icon will be having settings. So in the settings, general settings, here it shows compact the user interface, list date and time. These are all general settings, whatever we will be having. Here you can see switch to UI 15. So if currently it is on UI 16, if I click on UI 15, it will show you how UI 15 looks for this particular instance. So maybe the old developers like who was joined at the early days of ServiceNow, so they might have worked on this UI 15, but I didn't work on this UI 15. So ServiceNow Learning Center. This is the view of UI 15. So this logout was there inside the profile, but here only logout is showing. This sidebar discussions is showing like this. Here it shows welcome system administrator. This is impersonate user. And this is a security role I mentioned, elevate roles. So the view is different, but the work is similar. So if you wanted to go back to UI 15, just come to the settings, click on UI 16. Now you come to this page. So that is about
Okay,
that.
Shilpa,
Yeah.
yeah, one question, if it's okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, like you said, ServiceNow, they update their personal instance in every 6 months, right?
Mm.
So my question is like, how frequently they update this UI? I mean, like right now we are talking about UI 16, and then before it was UI 15. So how
Yes.
frequently they update the user interface?
User interface they updated like long back, maybe in 2013 they have updated the user interface. Afterwards, I don't think they updated the user interface, and now they are currently running with UI 16. But the UI is same, but within UI 16 they are checking for AI things now. So I'm not sure whether they are going to have any idea for another UIs, but currently there's no task for UI changes. So most of the times the version changes, upgradations will have for the features, not only for this UI things upgradation. So whatever the features within the system, like the main concept of ServiceNow is now they are currently working on low